less than 2 weeks to go to the photography show, and I thought I'd just share 5 things that I would like to look at, maybe purchase. The wife's next door, so I have to be a little bit careful what I say. Um, there's probably more than 5 things that I want to have a look at, but I thought I'd start with 5. That's a nice number. The first one I don't really want to buy, which sounds a bit silly, but I'll explain. I would like a new monitor calibration tool. I've been using a Spider 5 Express for years, um, and Data Color have decided that they're not going to support it anymore, which, yeah, I find really annoying. So come July, it just won't work essentially with my operating system, which I find kind of outrageous. So Data Color won't be getting my money going forward. So I want to have a look at Calibrite. I did have a chat to them last year at the Wales and West Photography Show, and it seems like a good product. Yeah, I just think it's terrible that, you know, there's nothing wrong with the hardware in terms of this calibration tool, but they're not going to support it in terms of the software. So real shame, because I think just, if they Data Color turned around and said, well, it's going to be 20, £30 for a software update to continue using it, I'd do that, because it's a good product, if it wasn't for the fact that it's no longer going to be supported. So I won't be giving my money to Data Color anymore. So that's what I think of Data Color. So the second thing that I'm really keen to have a look at, and we did discuss it on Flashbang Wallop a couple of months ago now, is Lauer, who makes some brilliant lenses. They announced a 180mm f4.5 1.5 times magnification macro lens. Yeah, and that really appeals to me. I currently use, this is my primary macro lens, a Sigma 105 f2.8. Actually picked it up in a second-hand shop for like £99. It was an absolute bargain buy at the time. It's super sharp. It's a great lens. But yeah, I do want to have a look at the Laowa, because that 180mm focal length would just give me that little bit more reach in terms of working distance. I do a lot of butterflies, and I'll stick a couple of shots up of the sort of things that I do. So that extra reach would be really useful, and the 1.5 times magnification would be really useful as well. I do find sometimes I need to use extension tubes with this lens to give me that little bit more magnification. So yeah, that's the second thing that I'll be looking at. Third one is I must be getting old, because I'm definitely feeling the cold a lot more as I get older. Is some decent gloves. I tried to get some a few years ago. There's a brand that's going to be at the show this year. I haven't seen them at the show for a number of years. Called Valorette. They make some really nice gloves. Did check them out a few years ago at the show. Tried them all on, and it was around the time of Brexit, and they said, "Oh yeah, we haven't got any stock," so I couldn't get any. So they're going to be there this year. Hopefully, this time they actually have some stock. But yeah, I'd like to check them out. They're not particularly cheap gloves, but I don't mind spending a little bit for something that's quality and hopefully is going to last. But yeah, I'll check them out. And this is one of the advantages of these shows, and being able to get hands on, touching things, trying things. Yeah, and you can make your decision. Actually, it's not for me, or yes, they're great, and go from there. The fourth one for me is I bought these NICE, I don't know the correct pronunciation of these filters at the Wales and West Photography Show last year. I've been really pleased with them. It's a magnetic filter set, so you screw a filter thread onto your front of your lens, and then these just magnetically go on the front. So this kit that I bought has got circular polarizer, 3-stop, 6-stop, and 10-stop in a nice case. You can stack them up. Obviously, the more filters that you stack up, then you may get a bit of vignetting on the lens, depending on how wide you're shooting. But they're really, really nice. I've been really pleased with them. they recently announced what I want to go and have a look at is they really recently announced a free stop a graduated nutrient density filter in the magnetic form, which I actually think is a bit odd. This is definitely something that I'm not going there to buy. Definitely want to just go and have a look at, because it's graduated sort of halfway down the filter, which means being magnetic, you can't, like a traditional square filter, you can slide it up and down. It's slap bang in the middle, which means compositionally, does that mean your horizon needs to be always bang in the middle? Whereas with a square filter, you could place your horizon on the top third and just slide the filter up. So I don't know how practical it'd be, but I want to go and have a look at it anyway, in person, and check it out, because I definitely want to. I'm always aiming to do as much in camera as I can, which maybe is contradictory a little bit to some of the weekly edits. I don't mind editing and combining exposures if I need to, but if I can get shots in camera, I much prefer to do that, rather than spending hours at a computer, which I know is a bit contradictory. But yeah, so we'll be checking that one out. And the fifth and last one for me is, what I found doing this, talking to camera, is, I need maybe some better quality equipment for this kind of thing, talking to camera. So want to check out the Osmo series. I literally know nothing about these products. Obviously, I've seen people use them. I understand the principle, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't know an awful lot. And this is one of the benefits of going to the show, providing the DJI stand is obviously going to be really popular, I'd imagine. But hopefully, I'll be able to speak to someone and go to them. Look, I'm an absolute dummy. Talk to me about this product, from scratch, and make an informed decision from there. Again, it's not necessarily I'm going to go and buy this stuff, but I want to get some more information. And coupled with that Osmo type experience of recording is investing in better audio. Typically just using my AirPods at the moment, which have been okay, but I have run into a few issues with sound. And again, if I can enhance that experience and the quality, that will make the process easier. Certainly, a lot of the issues that I've had have meant that it takes a lot longer for me to edit, and I don't want to be spending loads of time editing these videos. I don't mind making them and spend a little bit of time editing, but if I can make the whole process a lot easier, then that's got to be a good thing. So yeah, those are the things I'll be checking out. Maybe drop some comments down. What sort of things are you interested in looking at the show? No cameras on my list. My pockets are not that deep this year. I'm still shooting 5D Mark III. I haven't gone mirrorless yet. One day, definitely I will. It's certainly the way to go, but my pockets are not that deep at the moment, unless I get really tempted and use the credit card. But yeah, wife's next door, so we have to be a bit quiet. Yeah, so let me know what you're looking at. I'll check these things out at the show, maybe catch up afterwards and let you know, what did I buy? Didn't I buy? Did I buy something unexpected? Yeah, I'll let you know and keep you posted. Until next time, please check out the weekly edits. And if you're at the show, come say hello. Thank you.